Stem cell research is a topic that has sparked intense debate and controversy in recent years. Proponents argue that this field of research holds immense potential for medical advancements and could revolutionize the treatment of various diseases and conditions. On the other hand, opponents express concerns about the ethical implications of stem cell research, particularly in relation to the use of embryonic stem cells. In this debate, both sides present valid arguments, and it is important to understand the perspectives from each camp. Those in favor of stem cell research highlight its potential to revolutionize medical treatment. Stem cells have the unique ability to develop into different cell types in the body, offering the possibility of regenerating or repairing damaged tissues and organs. This could lead to breakthroughs in the treatment of conditions such as Parkinson's disease, spinal cord injuries, and even cancer. By harnessing the power of stem cells, scientists hope to unlock new avenues for therapeutic intervention and extend the boundaries of medicine. Moreover, proponents argue that embryonic stem cells, which are particularly versatile and have the potential to develop into any cell type, can be obtained from surplus embryos from in vitro fertilization procedures. These embryos would otherwise be discarded, making the use of embryonic stem cells morally justifiable in their view. They argued that it is a waste not to utilize these embryos for medical research that could significantly improve the quality of life for countless individuals. On the other side of the debate, opponents of stem cell research raise significant ethical concerns. They argue that human embryos, even at an early stage of development, should be considered as having the potential for life, and therefore should be afforded the same moral status as a fully developed human being. Destroying these embryos for the purpose of research is seen as ethically unacceptable and akin to ending a human life. Religious and philosophical beliefs often underpin the opposition to stem cell research. Many argue that human life begins at conception and that any destruction or manipulation of embryos goes against the sanctity of life. The use of embryonic stem cells, in particular, is a contentious point, as these cells are derived from human embryos. Opponents contend that alternative methods, such as the use of adult stem cells or induced pluripotent stem cells, should be prioritized, as they do not involve destruction of embryos. Another concern raised by opponents is the potential for misuse or abuse of stem cell research. They fear that the ability to manipulate and alter the building blocks of life may be exploited for non-medical purposes, or lead to unethical practices, such as cloning. The ethical implications of creating and experimenting with human-animal chimeras, hybrids, or genetic modifications also cause unease. These fears highlight the need for careful regulation and oversight to ensure that stem cell research is conducted responsibly and with proper ethical considerations. In conclusion, the debate surrounding stem cell research revolves around its potential for medical breakthroughs and the ethical implications associated with its various. That's what AI. Proponents emphasize the life-changing potential of stem cells and argue for their responsible usage, highlighting the positive contributions they can make to medicine and the alleviation of human suffering. Opponents, however, urge caution, believing that the destruction or manipulation of human embryos is morally wrong and opening the door to potential misuse or unethical practices. It is a complex and multifaceted issue that warrants thoughtful consideration and balanced discourse in order to determine the ethical boundaries and harness benefits that stem cell research may offer.